Marjorum's next pitch to Carlone. A hack at it. He whiffed. Counts 0-2 in favor of Canisius. Again, sorry for those technical difficulties. Those should be ironed out by now, and the stream should be good to go for the rest of the game. The 0-2 pitch, Carlone checked. The umpire said he didn't go, so the count goes to 1-2. Now this pitch is high, so the count moves to 2-2. This pitch is hammered on but fouled, so the count remains 2-2. This pitch is low, so the count moves full. Carlone bounces back from going down 0-2. He gets the count full. Carlone walks, so he bounces back from 0-2 all the way to a walk. With 2 outs, perhaps not the best situation for St. Joe's, but nonetheless, Carlone is aboard. For the catcher, Sam Murphy, Murphy is responsible for 2 of the St. Joe's runs as he hit a deep shot in the left in the second inning. At the time, it put St. Joe's up 3-1 on Canisius. The first pitch to him is low for ball 1. Marjorum's ready. The righty's pitch. Outside corner for strike 1. Next pitch is cut on, and he whiffs at a low pitch in the dirt. This pitch, another weak wave at it, and the catcher fires down to first base for the out. So Canisius will head into the top of the 4th inning batting, and they have a 2-run lead on St. Joe's. We'll be back for the top of the 4th. Welcome back to St. Joe's Baseball and Marauder TV. We're in the top of the fourth inning now. Canisius leading St. Joe's 5-3. For Canisius, number 11 Cabrera is at the plate. He's batting first and playing center field. Now the pitch from the lefty Hearn is in the dirt for. Oh, it was called a strike. The umpire is generous, but generous for both sides today, it seems. He's calling a fairly large zone. The next pitch is low, but the umpire calls it as a strike. The 0-2 from Hearn. It's grounded. The shortstop Connor McKendry gets it. He fires over to first base. Carlone gloves it. That's the first out of the inning. Now up to bat is number 19 Schaefer. He's a left fielder for Canisius. Hearn with a hitch in his delivery, and the umpire calls it ball one. The 1-0 from Hearn. That's enough for the umpire. That's a strike. The 1-1 from Will Hearn. It's swung on. Hit into center. Kapalupa has to play it on a bounce. So Canisius has one man on. Up comes the second baseman Riker. A lot of righties in the Canisius lineup facing the lefty starter for St. Joe's, Will Hearn. The next pitch is inside. The batter has to get out of the box to avoid it. So now the count's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch from Hearn from the stretch with the runner on base. The umpire, a late strike call, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. The runner takes off from first. The fire down to second, and they have him in plenty of time. So Murphy fires down to the second baseman, Mike Merrill. Merrill applies a tag in plenty of time, and Canisius runs into an out. I didn't catch the strike or ball call, but it was 1-1. But doesn't matter. The batter bounces it to Merrill. Merrill's been busy today. He sidearms over to first, Carlone, and Hearn's out of the inning. So a nice bounce back inning from Hearn. He needed that after a 4-run third inning for Canisius. And now St. Joe's is down 2, but coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth. Welcome back to St. Joe's Baseball. And this pitch, the first pitch, is lined out to the Canisius second baseman,
Welcome back to St. Joe's.
Riker. So that's an easy out for Canisius. They'll take it. A little soft line drive. With one out, the first pitch from Marjoram is a called ball to the center fielder, Vincent Capilupo. The player who was just retired was St. Joe's shortstop, Connor McKendry. So a 1-0 on Capilupo. Marjoram fires. Capilupo takes upstairs. The count goes to 2-0. Another pitch. It's down low. And that was actually ball 4. So 4 straight balls to Capilupo. That's a 1-out base runner. So again, sorry for the stream ending, the previous stream. Welcome back. The stream should be good to go for the rest of the game. Now this first pitch swung on into left field. So Cade Dick is retired. Well hit, but right at the left fielder. So now there's 2 outs for St. Joe's. And up comes the designated hitter, number 10, Jack Gilbert. He's a lefty swinger. Still a runner on first, but 2 outs, so the damage is likely going to be limited. However, Canisius did their damage, getting all 4 runs in the second inning with just 1 out, or with 2 outs. The first pitch to Gilbert is outside, 1-0. Marjoram with the pitch, and it's called strike. Like I said, the umpire is calling a fairly large zone today, especially at the bottom of the zone, but he's doing it equally for both sides. Hearns has gotten some good calls in the last inning. Now another pitch to Gilbert. It's low, and this time the umpire refrains. So it's ball 2. It's ball 2. Counts 2-1. The lefty DH, Gilbert. He's ready. Capilupo's on first after drawing a 4-pitch walk. The pitch from Marjoram. Capilupo takes off the throw down to second. And the throw's wide. It's into center. But Capilupo stays. The throw might have had Capilupo, but the throw hit the dirt before the second baseman. Capilupo looks to be hurting a little, but he's okay. The umpire says to play on. The first pitch to the left fielder, Santino Torello, is a called strike, so now the count's 0-1. A hit would probably score Capilupo. This pitch is fouled back by Torello. Gilbert, I'm sorry. Gilbert is still at the plate. So the count is 2-2. The runner immediately stole second. It was into center field. So the designated hitter is still at the plate. And he takes ball 4, so 2 straight walks. Still 2 outs. This is almost exactly how the Canisius rally happened when they scored 4 runs. A couple of 2-out base runners loaded the bases, and then a ringing double cleared them. And like St. Joe's did in that inning, Canisius is now having a mound meeting. Marjoram looks to be staying in the game, but his coach wants to talk. The infield's in. The umpire's now coming out, and the huddle disperses. Here's a pitch from Marjoram. Now Torello really is up to the plate. He fouls that one off. 0-1. This pitch is a called strike by the umpire. Count goes to 0-2. Next pitch, and the umpire rings Torello up. Torello's not happy with it, pointing out to the umpire the dimensions of the plate. However, the umpire wants none of it. He follows Torello back to the dugout. It appears he's hearing some complaining from the dugout. He's looking in. He makes no action. So we'll be back for the top of the fifth inning with Canisius at bat. So we're back for the top of the fifth inning. Canisius at bat. Will Hearn is still in the game. His first pitch in this inning is just outside, so that's ball one. The next pitch is down low, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Hearn. It's grounded foul. The count moves to 2-1. Next pitch, it's a hanger. And the batter doesn't react. It's in the top corner of the zone. So count goes to 2-2. And that's a swing and a miss. A rare sight today for Hearn. Not completely on top of his game, but that's an out. Now number 28, the designated hitter Toko is up. Pitch from Hearn. It's grounded foul. Looks like off of Toko's foot, but he's okay. The next pitch is outside for ball one. This pitch is down the third base line, but foul. So now there's two strikes. Hearn's ready. He pitches. This one's popped way in the air. The center fielder Capilupo has a beat on it. He puts the glove on it. That's the second out. So that hit was no threat. Capilupo with a routine play for the second out. So it looks like another good inning is on the way for Will Hearn. First pitch from Hearn. It's outside for ball one. The next pitch is fouled off. 0-2 now, or 1-1. Now another pitch from Hearn. Cut on and missed. Good trend for Hearn, as he didn't have many of those early on in the game, but he's gotten a couple in this inning. Hearn steps off. Hearn with another hitch in his delivery, and this is a weak wave and miss by the Canisius hitter. St. Joe's is in the dugout now for the bottom of the fifth inning. Still down, still trailing by 2 runs, but they have a chance to get those back coming up. So we're back in the bottom of the fifth inning. There's been a pitching change for Canisius. Out goes Marjoram, the right-hander who threw 4 solid innings for Canisius, giving up 3 runs, but looking pretty good despite that. In comes Barnes, another right-hander. He's facing the St. Joe's leadoff man, the right fielder Nick DiCarlo. DiCarlo takes a pitch in the dirt to start off the at-bat. Doesn't appear like there's anyone warming in the St. Joe's bullpen, so it looks like this is Hearn's game to win or lose. This one looks to be in the dirt for ball 2. Although the umpire has been calling his strikes pretty late. DiCarlo ducks from that pitch. It's a called strike, however. The umpire, as I mentioned before, has been generous with his strike calls. That's really helped to move the game along, despite 8 runs on the board already. The game has gone by fairly quickly. It hasn't yet been an hour and a half. And DiCarlo goes down swinging. A fantastic entrance into the game for the Canisius pitcher Barnes. So quick out for Canisius. Up comes the St. Joe's second baseman, Michael Merrill. The first pitch he sees from Barnes, he hits deep into right. And this one is a ground rule double. No, it went over the fence for a home run. It is ruled that it went over the fence. It was unclear, but Merrill has another home run. The small second baseman has hit a home run in 2 straight games for St. Joe's. He's got to be happy with his performance today. So that cuts into the Canisius lead. No one was on, but that halves the lead. First pitch to Will Carlone is low for a ball. Next pitch is a called strike. This pitch, it's ball 1 or ball 2. Now this pitch is hammered into the third baseman, but the third baseman retires Carlone with a strong and accurate throw over to first base. So that's the second out. Mike Merrill has really shown a power stroke and is making a convincing case to remain in the second lineup spot. And on the day he committed to play baseball in college, he has hit another home run. The first pitch to Sam Murphy, the catcher, he's had a home run streak of his own. He hit a home run in this game. He takes ball 1. Nope, that was ball 4. I must have missed it while reminiscing over Merrill's majestic home run into right field. So Murphy's aboard. Up comes the tall, lanky shortstop, Connor McKendry. He takes a mighty hack at it, but misses. counts 0-1 on McKendry. Another hack at it, and it's popped foul. Count goes to 0-2. Another pitch. It's high. Ball one, perhaps checking to make sure Sam Murphy doesn't take off. Murphy does have some speed, despite his being a catcher and having shown a lot of power. He takes off. The pitch is in the dirt, and it gets away, so Murphy's in second. He thinks about taking third, but he stops. He's satisfied with a stolen base. And that also is ball two for Connor McKendry. Barnes steps off. A big moment for Canisius as there's 2 outs and 2 men on. McKendry, another hack and an identical foul ball to the last one he hit. So the count remains 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to McKendry from Barnes. It's in the dirt. Good eye by McKendry. So now the count runs full. A high leverage moment as Canisius is up 1, but it's a tenuous lead at best, as there's 2 men on with 2 outs and St. Joe's looks ready to strike. The payoff pitch to McKendry. Another foul. This is a great battle between 2 right-handers, Barnes and McKendry. Again, the highlight of the inning was the Merrill home run. He's had home runs in 2 straight games. Another 3-2. This one's hit on the ground. The third baseman makes the play to end the inning, and St. Joe's will be disappointed with that as they had 2 men on, looking ready to strike. But a Merrill home run. Mike Merrill with his second home run in 2 games cuts the Canisius lead in half, going into the top of the 6th inning. We're back for the top of the 6th inning. A steady rain has formed. The clouds do not look promising. It looks gray all around. It's not a heavy rain, but it's definitely raining. And St. Joe's has made a pitching change. Number 14, Patrick McCann, a right-handed senior, has come in for St. Joe's. His first pitch is a ball. McCann threw a no-hitter or a one-hitter a couple days ago to earn the win for St. Joe's. His second pitch tomorrow is hit foul for strike one. If the rain doesn't get any worse, the game will probably go on, but as you can probably see from the screen, the rain is steady. The 1-1 for McCann. It's hit foul. There's a play on it. The first baseman, Carlone, makes the easy play to retire the first batter, Morrow. And I believe if the game is called, the game would just end, so this would go down as a loss for St. Joe's. So they need to get a couple quick outs and ensure that they can get up to bat. Stepping in for Canisius is the left-hander, the first baseman, Pizzino. He grounds the first pitch he sees foul. The next pitch is a called strike. So called strike two. A good start for McCann. The 0-2 for McCann. It's swung on and missed, so 3 straight strikes for McCann. So that's the second out. McCann working efficiently, getting a pop out to first base, and then a strikeout on 3 strikes of Pizzino. And now here comes La Duca, number 4, and the shortstop for Canisius. The first pitch is ground foul, so McCann getting foul ball after foul ball, getting it out from it, and just getting a bunch of strikes. The rain does appear to be holding off somewhat now. A break in the clouds, but all around us it looks gray. This next pitch is 0-2, so McCann has thrown 5 straight strikes, well actually 6 with the ball in play. This is one of the best innings we've seen so far. The next pitch, and a swing and a miss, so McCann getting 6 straight strikes to get 2 strikeouts. That is huge for St. Joe's. They need to come to bat before the game can be canceled. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. St. Joe's with a 1-run deficit and a new pitcher for Canisius. It looks like the manager of Canisius has had a second thought about bringing in a new pitcher. So Barnes, the right-hander, continues for Canisius as the rain holds off. The manager will hold off on a pitching change, hoping to extend Barnes, who had a great inning, except for a Merrill home run. Nobody's in the Canisius bullpen. Same with the St. Joe's pen. Here's the big left-handed center fielder, Vincent Capilupo. The first pitch to him is in the dirt, gets behind the catcher, ball 1. The next pitch is a ugly swing and miss from Capilupo. Counts 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. It's inside, but called a strike. Ball 2. Strike 2, rather. So we're in the bottom of the 6th. High school games are 7 innings, so this is St. Joe's potentially second last time they could score a run. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt again. Ball 2. The 2-2 pitch. And Capilupo's rung up on a questionable call by the umpire. It looked to be off the plate, and maybe outside too, but nonetheless, Capilupo is down on strikes. Up comes number 24, Cade Dick, the third baseman for St. Joe's, with 1 out, nobody on. The next pitch, called strike by the umpire. Spectators are getting their umbrellas out. This one is hammered into left, but the center fielder ranges over and makes the play. So now 2 are retired for St. Joe's. They have 4 outs left. Up comes the designated hitter, the left-hander, Jack Gilbert. Before the rain came, this was an otherwise great day for baseball. In temperature in the low 60s with some wind. Now the first pitch to Gilbert is hammered foul, so that's a strike. The next pitch to Gilbert is in the dirt. Ball 1. Barnes has had some trouble finding the bottom half of the zone. He's thrown it in the dirt about a half dozen times this inning, but he's gotten the job done with a strikeout and a fly out to center field. He's ready. This pitch is high, and the umpire relents, finally calling a ball on a 50-50 pitch. He's been aggressive in calling strikes for both sides today. This next pitch is inside again. The umpire calls it a ball. Merrill will come up next inning, so perhaps he could provide St. Joe's with a much-needed home run. But Capilupo takes ball 4. He's shown a good eye all game. It's now a base runner for St. Joe's with 2 outs. Now it looks like a pitching change is impending for Canisius, as Barnes pitched well but walked Capilupo with 2 outs. Batting is the 9-hole hitter for St. Joe's, Santino Torello. He's the left fielder. Fresh from the bullpen for Canisius and now pitching is number 8, Jack Arnold. He's coming in from right field. He had a big double that cleared the bases that might be the defining moment of the game thus far. Looks like he's a strong arm. That's why he played right field well, playing the field. And that likely helped in the power to hit the bases clearing double. He does look to have a pretty lively arm. Now it looks like Jack Gilbert or Vincent Capilupo, the center fielder number 27, has been pinch run rather for by Andrew Stabluski, a junior, number 11. Capilupo can really run, so it perhaps there's something going on with him, perhaps an injury, or perhaps they just felt better with Stabluski as a base runner. He represents a tying runner at first with 2 outs, so a double would most likely score him. A single would almost definitely not without some type of Canisius error. A home run would definitely score him. It would put St. Joe's on top. Pitch hitting for the left fielder in the 9-hole, Torello, is number 6, Dominic Cassetta, 6'1" junior. This pitch he looks at for ball 2. So St. Joe's making some late game substitutions, hoping to steal a run off of Arnold. The pitch from Arnold. It's a strike. The throw to first. And Stabluski is back in time. So both a strike and a close play at first for Canisius. The pitch from Arnold is cut on and missed. And now he gets the strikeout of number 6, Casada, to end the inning. That's a huge strikeout for Canisius, as now the Marauders have only an inning to go. So we're heading to the top of the 7th inning. Canisius at bat, looking to purchase some insurance runs off of St. Joe's, and we'll be back for that. We're back in the top of the 7th inning. Canisius batting. Number 11, Cabrera. So the top of the order is up for Canisius. McCann stays into the pitch to this part. The first pitch from him is popped up. This should be an easy play for the right fielder DeCarlo, and he does glove it. So that's the first out of the inning. One pitch out for McCann. That's crucial for St. Joe's to keep the Canisius lead at 1, to keep it within reach, because then a home run, any type of double, and then error would score a run. McCann has been efficient so far, getting 2 straight 3-pitch strikeouts to end the last inning, getting a pop-out to start it. His first pitch to the next batter, Schaefer, the left fielder, is a strike. The next pitch is hammered in the left center. And Capilupo will get it. It appears that Capilupo had been pinch run for last inning, but he remains in the game. Now the first pitch to the next batter, it's grounded foul down the first baseline. Carlone dives, but isn't able to get it. It was foul nonetheless. So the count is 0-1 with 2 outs. I can't recall McCann even throwing a ball this game. He's thrown probably a dozen straight strikes. Another swing and miss. McCann has been ruthlessly efficient this game. The 0-2 payoff. Finally a ball, so Canisius gets bailed out by the umpire. It was outside, but McCann has ended his consecutive strike streak. And what a wave and a miss. McCann makes the hitter look silly. On the 1-2 pitch, the pitch was way outside and low, but the batter just waved at it and whiffed. So we're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. St. Joe's needs a run. They could walk it off. We'll be back for that. We're back in the bottom of the 7th inning. It looks like Jack Arnold will continue to attempt to get the 4-out save for Canisius. He has been throwing smokes thus far in his warm-up pitches. This would be a huge win for Canisius and a big loss for St. Joe's. Not just the rivalry, but for the standings. St. Joe's suffered. They went 1-1 against St. Francis, getting no hit in the first game, and now they're 2 outs away from losing to Canisius. They do play Canisius tomorrow, but this would set them back, forcing them into a near must-win game tomorrow at Canisius. The lefty starter, Will Hearn, was not on his game today as he gave up a 4-run inning in the second. The first pitch, number 15, Mike Merrill, who hit a resounding home run that cut the lead in half a couple innings back. He takes ball 1. Merrill has some sneaky pull power. Now he takes strike 1. Now he takes another called strike, so the count's at 1-2, with 2 outs to go. They do have Will Carlone coming up next. He's their big slugger at the first base spot. The 1-2 pitch to Merrill is just high. The count runs to 2-2. The 2-2 to Mike Merrill. He swings on and strikes out. So Arnold is 1 out away from the save. But he has a great opponent in Will Carlone, a fellow righty, who is committed to play baseball in college. A big at-bat right here. The first pitch. It's a called strike. A mound meeting. The catcher comes out, perhaps just to reassure Arnold, make sure he doesn't want to get away from his good stuff. A walk right here would set up a potential walk-off and would put the tying run on first base, with the catcher, arguably St. Joe's best hitter, Sam Murphy, at the plate. The next pitch is a weak ground to Arnold, and Carlone is retired. And that ends the game. Arnold closes it out, and Canisius wins 5-4 over St. Joe's. A heartbreaker for St. Joe's. That'll set them back in the standings, and they lose to their rival Canisius. Even so, a couple home runs by Sam Murphy. Well, one home run by Sam Murphy and another by Michael Merrill was not enough to beat Canisius. Canisius just got a ton of base runners. St. Joe's could not capitalize on their big power, and Canisius got a huge bases clearing double from Jack Arnold, and then he closed the game for them, recording a 4-out save. So that'll do it from Buffalo, New York, St. Joseph's Collegiate Institute. I'm Patrick Healy. Thank you for listening to Marauder TV. See you next time.